कुछ लोग मॉक में बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, ऑल इंडिया मॉक्स में आपके स्कोर नहीं आ रहे हैं, यू आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग वेरी एंग्शियस नर्वस अबाउट योर परफॉर्मेंस इन द पेपर। तुम बहुत सारी चीजें भूलने लगोगे। व्हेन यू से दैट आई एम एग्जाम रेडी, दैट शुड मीन कि जो सिलेबस है वो आपका पूरा कंप्लीट होना चाहिए। प्रैक्टिस इज द की। इवन इफ यू नो अ टॉपिक, इवन इफ यू नो अ फॉर्मूला, स्पीड इज एवरीथिंग। आप लोगों को, शायद सभी लोगों को सारे क्वेश्चंस बन जाएंगे, बट रैंक लाना, एनएलयू में आना, दैट इज नॉट एवरीवन्स कप ऑफ टी। Okay, what does that require? That requires confidence, that requires speed आती है practice से। Hi students, welcome to the session. I am Tanushka Tomar, the Faculty of English Grammar at FLAMES CLAT, and today we are going to discuss the last 30-day strategy for CLAT examination. Now today when I record this session, this is 7th of November. You have your paper exactly on 7th of December, that is 30 days after this. So let us quickly understand what are the things that you have in your hand. How are you going to go about this entire journey of 30 days? So first, we have course completion. So, students, I do understand there would be different kinds of students who are watching this session. There could be students who have completed their entire syllabus. There could be a few students who are still left with 10%, 20%. There may be a few students who are left with, let's say, 40% of the syllabus. Okay. So first thing is syllabus completion. That is the basic, that is the foundation for cracking any examination. That everything that is supposed to come in that examination, you should have very good clarity over that. Second is previous year questions. So previous year question papers are something that acts like the very fine source when you want to understand a paper, when you want to predict it, when you want to analyze it, and your preparation at the same time. Third, we have all marks. So this will include all the mocks that you may have given for past 3 to 4 to 5 months. However, we are just going to focus on past 10 to 20 mocks. Then we have the new mocks that I believe that all of you are giving at the moment. Okay, so we're going to start with phase one that starts from 7th of November. It ends on 14th of November. So you have exactly 1 week in your hand. Now, student, one thing that you all should be doing right after this video ends. Okay, you're going to sit, you take a notebook, and you make checklist for each topic, each subject that is going to come in your paper. So let's say if I start with English section, that is reading comprehension, I'm going to make a list. I'm going to write down tones and styles and central ideas, central themes. So everything has to be there. This is also going to include your English grammar, different topics, parts of speech, figures of speech, along with vocabulary, idioms, proverbs, anything. So everything that you have gone through up till now, for each section, you make a checklist of the same. All right. Now, if you are able to go through every topic, you are able to tick mark every single topic, that means that your syllabus is complete. Now, if you feel that, let's say, 10% of your syllabus is incomplete, first thing that you are going to do is in these 7 days, in coming 7 days, you're going to work on these topics. Okay. So whatever you feel, let's say you go through critical reasoning and you find that, oh, there's one topic assumptions and I've never done that. Or let's say, even if you feel that I've done that, I know the concept. However, whenever a question comes in the mock or examination, I'm not able to attempt it properly. So you go through that topic again. Once you are done with theory for each topic, you're done with practice questions for each topic, you call that this topic is complete, and then only your syllabus would be complete. Okay. So first thing, however, students, look, at this point of time, when I'm recording this on 7th November, I assume that everyone's syllabus is complete. However, I'm not going to be too ambitious about it. There may be a few students jinka nahi khatam hua hoga syllabus. So first thing you're going to do is sit, make a checklist, and then please tick mark against all the topics that you are done with and the ones that are left. The ones that are left, you will be doing in these coming 7 days. Okay, so that is going to be your target for this week. Next, identify weak and strong topics. Okay, so now this section is specifically for the students who are done with their entire syllabus. So I'm pretty sure that maybe 50% of the students who are watching this session right now, they are done with their revision, first revision, second revision, first syllabus. And I would definitely have a few droppers as well, जिनका कई बार revision हो चुका होगा. So I would want such students to sit with each and every topic. So the fun day is same. You have to make a checklist. Now you sit with the topic and you identify what are your strong topics, what are your weak topics. So there may be a few topics. I mean, I'm very sure about it. There are 5 sections in the paper. हो सकता है आपके एक या दो sections weak हो, या फिर कुछ sections में there may be a few topics that are not, you're really good at. So you are going to mark those topics, and then in this coming week, you are going to work on the weak topics specifically. Because if there is any question coming for them from the strong topics, if it's an easy question, medium level question, difficult question, you will be able to ace them. But what about the weak topics? So this is something that you are going to do. So students, please understand that हम क्या कर रहे हैं इस एक हफ्ते में. We are trying to fill the every gap that is still left. Okay. So when you say that I am exam ready, that should mean कि जो syllabus है वो आपका पूरा complete होना चाहिए. So if I randomly come and ask you any formula of maths, you should be able to tell me at least the formula, if not its application. Okay. So first thing, complete the syllabus. At this point of time, if you feel that there are a few topics जो आपके उतने अच्छे से prepared नहीं है, please work on those. क्योंकि इसके we have a lot of other things coming on. Okay, so this one week quickly get done with everything that is left. Now, how are you going to do these leftover topics? So I will assume there are 7 days. मैं ऐसे assume करूंगी कि आपके ज्यादा से ज्यादा 15 से 20 टॉपिक होंगे सारे सेक्शंस को मिला के. 15 से 20 टॉपिक होंगे एक्सेप्ट फॉर करंट अफेयर्स, 4 सेक्शंस के जो आपके शायद वीक रह गए होंगे, उससे भी काफी कम होंगे. बट दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई एम गोइंग टू अज्यूम फॉर ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स एक जनरल लेवल पर. ठीक है. सो इफ यू टेक 2 or 3 टॉपिक्स ईच डे, और मे बी यू क्लब a few easy topics on four easy topics on a day, and then you solely do one topic one day, you'll be able to get done. Okay, so focus on weak topics, so 2 topics each week. I shall also be telling you how to schedule your day, to kaun sa topic kab kaise kya karna hai. We shall be discussing that in the later part of the session. For now, just focus on this ki weak topics hame at least 2 to 3 topics we'll have to do each day, so that 7 din mein wo cover ho jaye. Next, 2 mocks in the week. So a lot of students do have this doubt कि हम कितने mock दें. Right, this is the last month. A lot of students feel that हमें हर रोज mock देना चाहिए. A lot of students are still, they are still not able to gather the courage to give a mock in the week. So I would suggest you 2 mocks in the week at this point of time you should be doing. Because students, this specific last 1 month, this is about analysis of your own preparation level, analysis of your strategy, maybe making amendments in your strategy. So you need to give at least 2 mocks in the week. तो आपके पास कुछ सब्सटेंस है, आपका परफॉर्मेंस है आपके पास, so that you can analyze your performance, and then you can make your strategy, you can change your strategy accordingly, right? And the last thing is revision of current affairs. That is the first time revision of current affairs. Okay, so a lot of you must have already done revision at least एक बार आप लोगों ने करा होगा, because my students, the ones who attend my class, I usually tell them कि अक्टूबर में एक बार revision कर लो, दिसंबर में फिर the last revision होगा, उसके पहले you should have at least 3 to 4 revision done of your entire syllabus and current affairs. Even if you have never done it, at least आप फर्स्ट रिविजन करंट अफेयर्स का करेंगे इन दिस वीक, एंड दिस इज प्रीटी मच डूएबल. लास्ट 9 to 10 months आर सुपर important for your examination, right? And you can get done. आप हर दिन एक टॉपिक लेंगे तो भी आपका एटलीस्ट 16 से 17 नवंबर तक you will be able to get done with the first revision. Okay, so basic thing, students. First thing, you have to make sure that each and every aspect of your syllabus is complete. That is one thing. How you are going to work on it, you may pick up the topics that are incomplete, or you may pick up the topics that you feel ki wo weak hai. Okay, and then revision of current affairs. So this is all that you are going to do in this week. You also have the liberty to give 2 mocks in the week. उससे ज़्यादा आपको देना है, it's your discretion, your preparation level. Now this is a general session, so you will have to personalize this entire strategy for yourself, according to yourself. Now, let's come on to the second phase, that is 15 November to 21st of November. Now, please understand, students, that as your exam day would be coming near, you are going to feel a lot of chaos around you and also in your head. Okay, so the first and foremost thing is that you maintain your calm and composure. What are we going to do in the second phase? Now that we are done with the syllabus, now that we have conceptual clarity, now that we are very confident कि एग्जाम में जो जो पूछा जाने वाला है, we are ready for that. ठीक है, कि हमें हर चीज के बारे में नॉलेज है, irrespective of the fact कि आपका क्वेश्चन कितना डिफिकल्ट आ रहा है, एग्जाम कितना डिफिकल्ट आ रहा है, that's not of our concern at the moment. Okay, concern is कि हमारा सिलेबस पूरा कंप्लीट होना चाहिए. We have done that in the first phase. Second phase, we are going to now focus on previous year question papers. Okay, so previous year question paper of CLAT, you do one paper each day. ठीक है. सो वन पेपर वन डे. नाउ यू मे टेक द लिबर्टी टू do it in the form of sectionals or give it as a mock, a short mock, because you see you won't be able to give current affairs, you won't be able to attempt that particular section. So आप English daily comprehension ले सकते हैं, you can take up critical reasoning, you can take up legal reasoning, and you may consider taking maths also if you're not scared of maths, or if you do not just want to escape that thing. ठीक है. So please do these four sections. अब आपकी लिबर्टी आपके ऊपर है कि यू वांट टू टेक दैट एक ही गो में, यू वांट टू डू इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मॉक, और यू वांट टू डिवाइड इट इनटू सेक्शनल्स. ओके. नाउ थर्ड थिंग, प्रैक्टिस. सो आई अंडरस्टैंड कि आपने सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर लिया है, सिलेबस में ऑलरेडी आपने प्रैक्टिस करा होगा, बट नाउ दिस इज द वेरी टाइम यू शुड बी अगेन प्रैक्टिसिंग. ओके. आप जितने मॉक देंगे आपको पता चलेगा कि दिस स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक इज नॉट डन फ्रॉम माई एंड. तो आप क्या करेंगे, यू आर गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस दैट टॉपिक. सो मेक श्योर कि पहले सिलेबस कंप्लीट हुआ है, कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी आई, नाउ इन दिस वीक वी आर गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस. और अगर इफ यू फील दैट देयर इज नो टॉपिक जो ऐसा वीक या स्ट्रॉन्ग है, यू फील दैट ओ आई एम जस्ट डन ऑन अ जनरल लेवल, देन यू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग एवरी टॉपिक अगेन. Okay, you can take up critical reasoning, you can pick up 4 topics in a day, and you can solve at least five questions of each topic. You're done with half of critical reasoning, you do the other half the other day. Okay, so in this way you should be practicing. जितनी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस हो जाए स्टूडेंट्स, यू डू. देखो, क्लैट इज एन एग्जामिनेशन जिसमें जो क्वेश्चंस हैं, all the questions are doable. I mean, I have given the paper, and that's not even a long time back. Like I appeared for the paper 4 years back. So I do understand कि पेपर कैसा आता है, एग्जामिनर का माइंडसेट क्या होता है. So practice is the key. Even if you know a topic, even if you know a formula, speed is everything. आप लोगों को, शायद सभी लोगों को सारे क्वेश्चंस बन जाएंगे, बट रैंक लाना, एनएलयू में आना, दैट इज नॉट एवरीवन्स कप ऑफ टी. ओके. व्हाट डज दैट रिक्वायर? दैट रिक्वायर्स कॉन्फिडेंस, दैट रिक्वायर्स स्पीड. स्पीड आती है प्रैक्टिस से. ओके. सो इफ देयर इज अ कॉम्पिटिटर ऑफ योर्स जो सारे क्वेश्चंस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन शायद उसको 2 घंटे से ज्यादा लग जाएंगे, एंड इफ यू आर एबल टू डू ऑल द क्वेश्चंस इन 2 hours, और मे बी मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस इन 2 hours, and then I can say that you are winning. Okay, so practice is the key. Next, 2 mocks in the week, this is something that you have to do. So now again I'll tell you कि it's your discretion, आपको 2 से 3 मॉक करना है, but 2 mocks mandatory. Okay. Next, you track progress of topics through mock analysis. And now what are you going to do? रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे अपनी खुद की प्रिपरेशन पर. ठीक है. दिस एंटायर वीक यू आर गोइंग टू फोकस ऑन गिविंग द मॉक्स, एनालाइजिंग द मॉक, giving sectionals, giving topic tests and analyzing them. Okay, you have to analyze कि मैं कहाँ पर मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ या मैं कहाँ पर सही जा रहा हूँ, so that you can avoid practicing, you can avoid putting a lot of time on that particular topic or that section. ठीक है. So you are going to track your progress, because students understand, प्रोग्रेस ट्रैक करना जरूरी है, सो दैट यू कैन कम अप विद अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर योरसेल्फ, एंड you keep on making a strategy for yourself till you go to the examination center, and even after you sit down for the paper, until the time you have actually completed your entire paper, you cannot say that oh you had a very solid and strong strategy. आपका strategy आपको कभी भी change करना पड़ सकता है, and you should be ready for that. Okay, so tracking the progress is the key, ताकि आपको पता चले कि this is the section, ये कितना भी difficult आ जाए, I'll be able to ace this section. Okay, so tracking of your progress. So what are we doing? Let's just recall quickly. Phase 2, previous year question papers, one paper, one day. You can attempt, you can avoid current affairs ka section, because that's obviously not going to be relevant for you. You're going to practice, and you are going to track your progress when you give mocks or sectionals or topic tests. Okay, so first week was knowledge oriented, second week is going to be your practice oriented. Now let's move on to the third week. Now this is something I consider very very important, because it is about reflecting back upon your journey. Okay, what does this mean? 22nd November to 28th of November, this is the last second week before your paper. So you pick up your 10 old mock students. ठीक है. आपने जितने भी mocks दिए हो उसमें से रिवर्स ऑर्डर में जाके 10 से 15 mocks अपने उठाइए. So there must be a mock that you have given in the month of October, must be some mocks you must have given in the month of September. You pick those mocks up. ठीक है. उन मॉक को रीअटेम्प्ट करेंगे. व्हाई आर यू गोइंग टू रीअटेम्प्ट? ताकि आपको पता चले कि आपने अक्टूबर से अभी तक प्रोग्रेस करा है या नहीं. आपने मॉक एनालिसिस के बाद क्या सच में उस एनालिसिस पर वर्क करा है, कि आपने सच में उन टॉपिक्स उन क्वेश्चंस पे वर्क करा है जो आप पहले कभी नहीं कर पाए थे. ओके, सो दिस थिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एट टाइम्स दिस आल्सो एक्ट्स एज अ रियलिटी चेक. Okay, why am I saying this? Because you see, you attempted some question in the month of September. Now, in the month of November, when you are almost going to give the paper on 7th of December, if you are not able to reattempt that question and make it right, the one that you have given in the month of September, then where is your preparation? So this is going to give you a reality check. और इसके साथ ये रियलिटी चेक हमें 10 दिन का समय भी देगी, सो दैट वी मे वर्क ऑन द थिंग्स जहां पर हमने शायद कभी वर्क नहीं करा है. ठीक है, सो 10 old mocks, प्लीज wake up and do that. Students, I do understand a lot of you are actually scared of this practice. And trust me, students nahi karte ye. There must be only 20% of students who do this. And then you also know the statistics of CLAT examination. There are so many students, thousands of students who sit for the examination, but there are only 100 or 100 200 students who go into top two colleges, or let's say there are 500 students who go to tier 1 colleges. Okay, so you know the statistics also. So if you want to be there, please analyze, please track and work on uh, your own preparation. Okay, so this is one thing. Next, mandatory revision of current affairs. So students, we have done one current affairs ka revision, the first revision in the first week. Okay, now this is the third week. You are supposed to do the second revision of current affairs. This is mandatory. Okay, and along with that, you are going to revise current affairs from past mocks. ओके, सो हमने अभी जो पिछले 10 मॉक उठाए हैं उसमें आप करंट अफेयर्स अगर नहीं अटेम्प्ट करेंगे चलेगा. व्हेन यू सिट टू डू देम एज सेक्शनल आप नहीं अटेम्प्ट करेंगे चलेगा. बट जितने भी मॉक्स है, एक काम करना, लाइक आई सजेस्ट यू सिट 1 or 2 days, जैसे 2 दिन अलग से निकालो, सिर्फ अपने पुराने मॉक्स का करंट अफेयर्स देखो, तो पिछले 2 महीने के मॉक. सो इफ यू हैव गिवन 6 मॉक्स इन अ मंथ, यू एटलीस्ट हैव 12 मॉक्स. ओके, सो यू हैव टू रिवाइज ऐसे पिछले 12 से 15 मॉक्स के सारे करंट अफेयर्स, सो दैट यू आर वेरी वेरी श्योर अबाउट योर कमांड ऑन द सब्जेक्ट सेक्शन. ओके, now one more thing we are going to do here is we are going to revise our entire syllabus, and this is going to be the first revision of syllabus. ठीक है, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने अब तक कई बार कर लिया होगा रिविजन. अगर नहीं करा है, then this is your target. In this last second week we are going to do revision of syllabus, so entire syllabus. अच्छा, अब what do I mean when I say revision of entire syllabus? I mean that you pick up every notebook that you have prepared. तुम्हारे सारे नोट्स को तुम उठाओ. Okay, you go through each topic. So एक एक वर्ड बैठकर नहीं पढ़ेंगे, यू जस्ट गो थ्रू इट सो दैट एवरीथिंग इज देयर इन योर माइंड अगेन, कि मैंने ये पढ़ा था, सो इट्स फ्रेश अगेन. ओके, सो रिविजन ऑफ योर सिलेबस इन दिस वे, यू शुड बी एक्चुअली एबल टू डू वन सेक्शन इन 1 day. मतलब इतना क्विक रिविजन होना चाहिए. ओके, यू जस्ट गोइंग थ्रू एवरीथिंग, बिकॉज क्लैट में थ्योरी कम है और प्रैक्टिस ओरिएंटेड एग्जाम ज्यादा है ये. ठीक है, तो आपका एक एक दिन में एक एक सेक्शन रिवाइज हो जाएगा, बट फोकस ऑन द प्रैक्टिस एंड गिविंग मॉक. ठीक है, नाउ हियर मॉक्स इन द वीक स्टूडेंट्स, दिस कैन डिपेंड ऑन यू. अगर आपको हर रोज एक मॉक देना है आप दे सकते हो, आपको हफ्ते में 3 मॉक देना है, 4 मॉक देना है, दिस इज योर डिस्क्रिप्शन. अच्छा, वन थिंग दैट ऑल ऑफ यू शुड नोट एंड पे अटेंशन इज दैट स्टूडेंट्स, your mock scores or mock attempts at this point of time in the third week or maybe in the entire month of November should not affect you. Okay, trust me when I say this. um I know students better than you guys know your friends, because I'm a teacher. I'm teaching for past 4.5 years. I have given the paper myself. I have seen a lot of students doing really good in the mocks but ruining the exam. I've also seen students doing decent in the mock but excelling at the examination. Okay, so your mock scores, they do not determine what are you going to do in the paper. Okay, so आपके जैसे भी मॉक्स जा रहे हैं, just learn from them, keep on learning from them. आप आखिरी दिन तक, even the mock that you are going to attempt on 5th of December, you learn from it. Okay, कि ये टॉपिक नहीं आ रहा था मुझे, चलो इसका मैं फॉर्मूला रिवाइज कर लेता हूँ मैथ्स का. ये इंग्लिश का ये कंसेप्ट मैं भूल गया था, फिगर ऑफ स्पीच भूल गया था, इसका मीनिंग लेट्स जस्ट रिवाइज इट. Do not look at the score, do not look at the attempt in order to demotivate yourself. This is not the time for that. Okay, so like you should be very focused upon working very hard and covering everything and trying to make sure that you are very confident about the paper. You should avoid every single thing that demotivates you, even if that's your mock score. Okay, तो आपको जितने mock देना है आप दो, पर मॉक तो देना है. दैट इज द रूल. यू हैव टू डू एटलीस्ट 2 मॉक्स, लेकिन उससे ज्यादा आपको जितने देना है आप दो, बट नो नो रिफ्लेक्शन ऑन द नेगेटिव स्कोर, और मे बी नॉट बीइंग सैड. एनालाइज इट बट डू नॉट बी सैड अबाउट इट. Now, after you are done with your syllabus completion, okay, so now you have completed, I'll quickly sum down everything up. आपने अपना syllabus complete कर लिया है, आपने practice कर ली है, आपने previous year question papers कर लिए हैं, आपने अपने पुराने mocks भी उठा कर देखे. Now tell me, if you are actually doing this, is going to stop you from doing really good at the examination. पता है कि मैंने सारा सिलेबस कंप्लीट करा है, वहां कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया. पता है कि यार मेरे कुछ वीक टॉपिक्स भी थे, लेकिन मैंने उनको पास करके भी स्ट्रॉन्ग कर लिया है, डबल कॉन्फिडेंस. उसके बाद आपको पता है कि मैंने क्लैट के सारे प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स दे दिए, सारे नहीं तो एटलीस्ट 5 साल के दे दिए हैं. नाउ मोर श्योरिटी कि यार कैसा भी क्वेश्चन आ जाए मैं तो प्रिपेयर हूँ, इजी आ जाए, डिफिकल्ट आ जाए, एकदम मीडियम लेवल आ जाए, आई एम रेडी फॉर एवरीथिंग. और फिर उसके ऊपर से आपने अपनी खुद की भी प्रोग्रेस को ट्रैक कर लिया है. यू हैव रीअटेम्प्टेड योर मॉक्स, अगर कहीं और कुछ कमी रह गई हो तो उसको भी पूरी कर लेते हैं. Who is going to stop you? Now, at this point of time, if someone stops you, that would be your own self if you do not do all of this. Okay. Now, let's come on to our concluding week. That is phase 4, 29th of November to 5th of December. Okay. Please pardon me for my design team has written 5th November. That's going to be 5th of December. So, first thing, revision of syllabus. This is going to be the second revision of syllabus. Students, at this point of time, December की first week की मैं बात कर रही हूँ, जब आपके around इतनी सारी चीजें चल रही है. कुछ लोग मॉक में बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, ऑल इंडिया मॉक्स में आपके स्कोर नहीं आ रहे हैं, you are actually getting very anxious, nervous about your performance in the paper. तुम बहुत सारी चीजें भूलने लगोगे. दैट इज वाई रिविजन ऑफ सिलेबस, दी सेकेंड रिविजन ऑफ सिलेबस. एग्जाम के 4 दिन पहले तुम सिलेबस क्यों रिवाइज कर रहे हो? ताकि तुम खुद को, यू यू आर एक्चुअली ट्रेनिंग योर ब्रेन कि यू रिमेंबर एवरीथिंग, यू हैव कंप्लीटेड एवरीथिंग. ओके, सो इट्स मोर अबाउट ट्रेनिंग योर ब्रेन, इट्स मोर अबाउट गिविंग वैलिडेशन टू योर ब्रेन कि यार मैंने सब कुछ कर लिया है, आई एम रेडी विथ एवरीथिंग. ठीक है. सो सेकंड रिविजन ऑफ सिलेबस, एंड देन दिस इज गोइंग टू बी थर्ड रिविजन ऑफ योर करंट अफेयर्स, क्योंकि हमने फर्स्ट वीक में एक बार रिवाइज करा है, हमने सेकंड वीक में भी रिवाइज करा है, एंड नाउ दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आवर फाइनल रिविजन ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स. देखो, करंट अफेयर्स में रिविजन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. देयर वुड बी स्टैटिस्टिक्स, फैक्ट्स एंड डेटा जो आपको याद नहीं रहेगा, तो जितना रिवाइज करेंगे उतना बेटर रहेगा. सो नाउ इफ यू आर वाचिंग दिस अराउंड 8 नवंबर, 9 नवंबर, प्लीज मेक श्योर आपके एग्जाम तक जाने के पहले 3 बार आपके रिविजन हो चुके हैं, वो कभी भी हो. ठीक है. नाउ थर्ड थिंग, स्ट्रैटेजी रिकंसिडरेशन. मैंने यहाँ पर रिकंसिडरेशन वर्ड क्यों लिखा है? लुक, स्ट्रैटेजी मेकिंग इज समथिंग दैट वी डू फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट डे, एंड इफ नॉट द वेरी फर्स्ट डे, देन I believe most of you, all of you are done with your strategy making. कि यार मुझे क्या सीक्वेंस रखना है पेपर में, मुझे किस सेक्शन को कितना टाइम देना है. आई होप दिस स्ट्रैटेजी इज क्लियर विद एवरीवन. Now I'm talking to you about strategy reconsideration. I'll give you a very small but a very significant example. So when I was giving my paper, my all the mocks that I had given in my preparation, my sequence was RC, then current affairs, then legal, then maths, and then critical reasoning. This was actually fetching me score also. I was fine with it. One day before the paper, I thought for some reason, because I gave a paper, I gave a mock on one day, like one day prior to my paper, my D day. Okay, that day I just thought for a while that I think I need to change my strategy. I need to put legal first instead of reading comprehension, because legal is something जो मुझे tough लग रहा है. शायद लीगल मुझे बाद में उलझा सकता है. आई वॉन्ट टू गेट डन विद दिस क्विकली. Okay. And on the paper, trust me, I had prepared for a very long time. I had my sequence RC, CA, LR, and then current maths, and then CR. I changed my strategy, I changed my sequence, and that actually helped me gain a very good rank. Why? Because legal section was difficult, legal section was lengthy, and therefore doing it first when my concentration was at its best level, I was able to ace the paper. So be very flexible. This last week, I'm not asking you to do a lot of things. हमने सारी चीजें पहले कर ली है. This week is going to be, the week where you actually work on your brain, where you work on your body. Okay, you work on your mind कि कैसे पेपर में काम रहना है, मॉक में स्कोर ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है, कैसे काम रहना है, कैसे सारी चीजों को रिटेन करना है, हाउ टू कीप calm and composure. Okay, and how to be flexible when you have a paper that surprises you. So CLAT loves giving surprises. Okay, सो बी रेडी फॉर दैट, बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट। अगर तुम्हें लगता है कि पेपर ऐसा आया है कि यू मे वांट टू चेंज योर स्ट्रैटेजी, प्लीज डू दैट। ओके, सो बी वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल, तुम अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी रिकंसिडर कर सकते हो। सो कीप दैट गैप देयर। And last thing, 3 mocks in the week. So this is something that you may do. You may give one mock on 30th of November, one on 2nd December, and the last one of 5th of December. Okay. Now, 5th of November, 5th of December, why? 5th of December, you are going to stop studying for your paper. Okay. 6th of December, I am really sorry, November is written here everywhere. On 6th of December, you're just going to relax and revise your strategy in your head. Okay, I'm just going to take off this slide because yeah. So students, 6th of December, you are not going to study anything. You can simply relax if you want. If you want, in case you feel too disassociated or detached or maybe distant from your studies, you may just want to go through current affairs. You may just want to turn the pages. Okay, that is all that you are going to do. Acha, what are you going to do maybe in the last week, or how you are going to train your brain, how you are going to prepare for your mindset during the paper, on the day of the paper? I'll definitely take one more session for this. I want you all to first focus on at least initial 3 weeks. ठीक है, आप लोग इतना कर लीजिए. I'll see you again. I want you to work on syllabus completion, previous year question papers, mocks, and your previous mocks, and revision of your syllabus and revision of current affairs. That's all. You just keep this done. Okay, then I'll see you again. We are going to discuss definitely of first week of December and how to deal with the paper there, what to do on the very first day, what to do one day prior to your paper. I'm going to discuss that. ठीक है, तो उस चीज को रख दो. अभी जितना बोला है, just focus on that. And now, how to schedule your day in last 30 days. Now, this is something a lot of students ask to me. At times, I am a little confused. How do I tell you a schedule? Because you are the one who can make the best schedule for your own self. But let's just do this here. Okay. So I'm going to give you a general idea of how your day should look like. And you should be studying at least for 8 hours. For a few students, this is normal. For a few students, this may be, oh, this is very surprising. But no, you have to. Okay. Look, students, CLAT is the paper जो आपने खुद से decide करा है that I want to do it. Okay, I want to actually be in the field of law. And trust me, when you decide that, the day you decided that, you are committing to hard work, to a lot of passion, and to studying in a manner that actually makes you be here at a national law university. Okay, so studying for 8 hours at least in these last 30 days, that is very important. अच्छा, ये 8 घंटे ऐसे सुनने में बहुत ज्यादा लग रहा है, आप 2-2 घंटे के 4 सेशंस लगाओ. इट्स वेरी इजी, आई टेल यू. देखो, सुबह यू वेक अप अर्ली, यू कैन वेक अप एट 6, 5, 6, 7, whatsoever works for you. You study for 2 hours. That's the first session. उसके बाद फिर तो you take your breakfast, whatsoever you want to do. Then 10 to 12 you do second session. And maybe you may again want to take a break, and that's all right. You should take a break after 2 hour session. You should take a break. Okay, when you take a break, you have your lunch, and then you have another session. Then you may want to take another half an hour break and sit for second session, sit for the fourth session. That will complete your 8 hours even before 6 p.m. See, you will be done with 8 hours of studying before 6 p.m. and then you can have your class or lectures or whatsoever sessions you may have. Okay, so 8 hours, studying for 8 hours, students, that is very, very important. Acha, how are you going to start your day? You should start your day. The first session should be current affairs. देखो, current affairs तुम्हें पता है 8 से 10 मिनट में it is going to fetch you a very good score. ठीक है, no other section can do that. That is going to be the deal maker or deal breaker in your case. Okay, doing current affairs revision twice, thrice, jitni bar ho sake, that is very important. And a lot of students fear that, a lot of students escape that. So do current affairs revision as the first thing in the morning. ठीक है, उसके बाद you do vocabulary revision. देखो, vocabulary आखिरी दिन तक करते रहना. You never know कि कौन सा word पढ़ा उसका meaning आ जाए, and then you are able to get one more extra mark. ठीक है, 1 मार्क एक्स्ट्रा मतलब 100 रैंक ऊपर, 50 रैंक ऊपर, एक एनएलयू ऊपर, टियर 2 से टियर 1 जंप कर गए हो तो. ठीक है, सो एवरी स्कोर, एवरी टॉपिक, एवरी वर्ड काउंट्स. सो यू स्टार्ट योर डे विद करंट अफेयर्स एंड मूव ऑन टू वोकैबुलरी. ओके, देन उसके बाद सेकंड या थर्ड सेशन में यू मे वांट टू सिट विद योर बैकलॉग. तो जैसे भी मैंने सिलेबस कंप्लीशन का बोला, तो ऐसा नहीं होगा तुम दिन भर सिर्फ सिलेबस ही कंप्लीट करते रहोगे, क्योंकि सिलेबस तो टेक्निकली हो गया होगा कंप्लीट। कुछ एक जो टॉपिक्स रहेंगे वो 2 से 3 घंटे में कर लेना तुम लोग। थर्ड सेशन शुड बी अबाउट योर मॉक, गिविंग योर मॉक या फिर सेक्शनल। तो जिस दिन आप मॉक नहीं दे रहे हैं उस दिन आप प्रैक्टिस करिए, सो यू कैन डू अ सेक्शनल टेस्ट, यू कैन डू अ टॉपिक टेस्ट, एंड द फोर्थ सेशन कुड बी एनालिसिस एंड प्रैक्टिस बेस्ड ऑन इट। जो पूरे 2 घंटे तो आप एनालिसिस करने नहीं वाले हैं, सेक्शनल है तो 15-20 मिनट में हो जाएगा, मॉक है तो आधे घंटे में हो जाएगा। उसके बाद उसके बेसिस पर अगर आपको कुछ लगता है उस मॉक या सेक्शनल के फीडबैक पे, you may work on that, and now you see your entire day is complete. Okay, so students, this is how you are going to work in the last 30 days. This is your strategy. I've divided into 4 phases. आप लोग 3 phases at least अच्छे से करिए. I'll see you in the fourth one. Okay, I do have a lot of things to discuss with you with regards to how you should be, you know, वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ व्हेन यू गेट एंशियस और नर्वस, या कौन सी चीज है जो आपको उस दिन सुबह करनी चाहिए पेपर के दिन सुबह, या फिर व्हाट आर द थिंग्स यू शुड बी डूइंग 1 day prior to the paper. I actually have a lot of things to come and tell you, so I'll definitely schedule a session. Till now, please keep on going. At this point of time, if at any point of time you feel that you can't do it or this is not possible, trust me, this is possible. Like, this is so doable. देयर आर 30 days. पहले होते थे क्रैश कोर्स 45 days के, जब मैं पेपर दे रही थी, 45 days का क्रैश कोर्स जिसमें लोग पूरा का पूरा क्लैट एग्जाम निकालते थे. यू हैव 30 days इन योर हैंड, जिसमें आपको बस अपनी पूरी प्रिपरेशन को और कंसोलिडेट करना है, एंड बस यू हैव टू गो एंड गिव द पेपर. ओके, एंड इफ यू हैव worked hard all these past months, students, please keep on going for just one more month. Like this, you can do wonders. You can actually do wonders. Okay, know yourself better. प्लीज बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल लेवल पर बोल रही हूँ, अगर तुम्हारा मॉक में स्कोर नहीं आ रहा है, अटेम्प्ट नहीं हो रहे, प्लीज इंस्टेड ऑफ क्राइंग ओवर इट, यू सिट विद इट. तुम देखो कहाँ नहीं आ रहे हैं, कहाँ पोटेंशियल है लाने का, एंड वर्क ऑन इट. ओके, यू डू नॉट इवन हैव द time to be low, to be demotivated, to cry about anything going on. भी टाइम है कि यार, यू नो, एवरी डे व्हेन यू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग, दिस शुड बी इन योर हेड कि यार क्लैट एग्जामिनेशन है, इसको निकालना है, ये बचा है, ये कंप्लीट करना है मुझे एज सुन एज क्विकली एज आई कैन डू. ओके, so this should be your mindset. It should be full of positivity and it should be full of hope. Okay, do not ever give up. And now here, before I conclude, here are a few points that you should remember. Eat healthy. That is very important. Before you sit for a mock, do not please have chole bhature or paneer naan. Please don't do that. Okay, you eat light, you eat healthy, so that it gives you the right kind of energy to, keep on studying and be energetic the entire day. नेक्स्ट, मैंडेटरी वॉक आफ्टर ईच 2 hour सेशन. आई अंडरस्टैंड तुम लोग चेयर टेबल पे बैठे हो 2 घंटे के लिए स्ट्रेट, योर बैकबोन इज गोना क्राई आफ्टर अ few years. Do not do that. After every 2 hour session, or I mean after 1 hour, you should just get up at least, you should do a few moves here and there, but at least after 2 hours you should take a mandatory walk. Okay, a walk of 5 minutes, that is all. That is just usme maybe you can take your notes and keep on revising while walking, but walking after 2 hours is very important. Otherwise you'll simply burn out, you'll feel this mental and physical fatigue. Okay, and we don't want that. Third thing, 15-minute exercise in the evening. Please do that. If you can't wake up in the morning, it's okay, but sham mein at least move your body for 15 minutes. Okay, so exercising for 15 minutes, trust me, it'll fill you with a lot of energy. Okay, so eventually this is going to boost your score. And last, take proper sleep of 8 hours. Students, I've asked you to study for 8 to 10 hours, but I'm also asking you to study for to sleep for 8 hours. Take a proper sleep because you are using your brain a lot. So your mental energy is draining, even if you're not your physical energy, although it is. ठीक है? So taking proper sleep of 8 hours is very important. ऐसा मत करना कि रात को 4 बजे, सुबह 4 बजे सो रहे हो, वापस 8 बजे उठ जा रहे हो 4 घंटे की नींद में. 2-3 दिन तुम पढ़ पाओगे, you won't be able to sustain it for the rest of the month. Okay, so please take care of yourself. You'll definitely see a score boost in this last month. Okay, we have different A-Lit mocks in this. We have doubt clearing 24/7 doubt clearing sessions, and we have targeted practice and live class. The best thing is we have live class and personal mentorship. Okay, so we have different sections. We have different score booster series for current affairs, Anubha ma'am, logical reasoning, Shanu sir, and English grammar. I shall be taking that. So if you feel that you need them, actually you do. So kindly enroll. All right. And with this, thank you so much, students. Please take care and study really hard so that I can see you someday in a national law university. Thank you, students. Good luck.